This is the time, now is the place. Let the day begin with discipline. Find an easy seat, ground the base, elongate the spine, elevate the crown to its fullest expression. Leave the palms open to receive. Close the eyelids, turn inward and begin to focus on breath. And from this next moment, move from the space without and turn inward to the inner space. Reducing reaction to only inhales, only exhales. 5 more on your own. Two. And then at the bottom of this exhale, you can flicker the eyes open. And for the rest of this exercise, we'll be connecting breath to movement in a flowing and at times rigorous meditation. Palms reach out, shoulders back. Inhale to swing the palms overhead, big stretch. Exhale, thumbs to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Repeat, palms reach out and sweep this inhale over the crown, palms connect, lengthen. Exhale, thumbs down. One more, just like this, palms reach out like the wings of an eagle. We soar even greater. Exhale, thumbs to heart. Let's stretch the side body, float the left palm, then lean to the left, removing any bend from this right elbow, maximizing the stretch from the fingertip all the way through down the side body. Then contract the core and tilt the heart towards space. Draw this right shoulder back, plug it in, all things deliberate throughout this exercise. Then after 2 more breath cycles, we'll flow together to the opposite side, but I'll count it off so that we can flock together, happening here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Two. And then at the bottom of this exhale, press both palms into the air, reach up, shake it out, squeeze the navel, breathe in. Exhale, shift forward to a tabletop position. Palms shoulder width distance apart, knees hip width distance apart. Untuck the toes, rotate the eyes of the elbows slightly forward, begin to activate the breath, engage the core. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale to press curl around the spine. Inhale, lower the heart, float the tail, Bidalasana. Exhale, round, Majariasana. Take several more rounds of cat and cow to the pace rhythm of the inhale, followed by the exhale. And then after 3 cats and 3 cows, return to all 4 pillars, solid, firm. Leave the knees aligned with the hips as you begin to traction. Then trace the palms forward for a puppy dog stretch. Shavasana, aiming the heart toward the mat, sinking, surrendering, finding stillness here for gravity's last stand. In a few short moments, we'll be flowing upstream against the downward facing current that is gravity. Stay here or rise onto the fingertips to engage more deeply. And even as we sink and find stillness, continue to observe the pattern, follow the rhythm of the inhale, then the exhale. 2 more breaths. And then at the tail of this exhale, you begin to retraction. Reach the palms back beneath the shoulder blades in a vertical line. Engage, tuck the toes in. Breathe in, extend the hips upward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. First one of this exercise. Pedal it out, organic movements. Stepping into each heel, bending into opposite knee, finding what feels natural. Shake out the head or wag the tail. Or find cobra in the spine, pressing firm into the palms, drawing the heart closer to the thighs. Stay connected and flow with the movement. Then on this next inhale, shift the gaze forward and rise onto the tops of toes. Then with straight legs, navel in, small steps, walk forward to the top of the mat, then fold Uttanasana. Ragdoll variation. Reach for opposite elbows. Surrender the weight of the crown option to maintain a soft bend or a deep bend in both knees. Allow the torso to sway to the right and to the left to the breeze and rhythm. Stay here, or option across the forearms at the base of the nape, reaching for opposite shoulders if this serves you for 2 more breaths. And then at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the spine, lowering the fingertips to the mat. Hollow out the belly, and on this next breath in, begin to unravel the spine, one vertebra at a time to equal standing mountain. Samatahiti, he, finding our roots here, connected at the sole, distribute evenly as you stand up straight with the shoulders back, narrowing the distance between the navel and the spine. Then on this next inhale, reverse swan dive, palms soar above. Exhale to spread the wings and hinge forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms and step the right toes to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. Let's build this foundation. The asana begins at the sole of the left foot, left knee, left heel, vertical straight line. Fully engage the right leg as you plant the right palm, contract, twist, and peel open to the left. Revolved 8, crescent moon, A. And on this next inhale, the left palm's gonna dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to dial the palm forward for runner's lunge. Plant the right palm, then step the left heel back and stack it, side plank to the right. Extend the left palm to a 12 o'clock position. If the wrists are tender or arm balances aren't available to you, you may stagger the feet for balance, or maybe come down to the length of shin or even forearm. As long as the core is active and the hips are elevated, your side plank is good. One more slow side body breath into the base. Then on the out breath, we're gonna lower the left palm down to a plank position, top of a push-up. Firm line, hips, heels, crown. Look forward, press firm into the palms to get the most rise from the arms. Breathe deep. Then on the exhale, slow motion, how slow can you descend? Grounding the heart, untucking the toes. Leave the elbows against the ribs as you sweep the heart from the floor. Baby cobra. Exhale to ground, soften. 2 more, lift up, breathe, baby cobra. This time, removing pressure from the fingertips. Use the strength of the lower back to stay elevated. Breathe and lift up. Exhale to ground. 1 more just like this, rising onto the fingertips, walk them to the corners of the mat. And on this next breath in, either halfway lift, baby cobra, or if you have full cobra available to you this practice, extend the arms completely and keep the neck elongated for a full cycle of breath. Exhale to ground. Retread the fingertips beneath the shoulder blades, elbows come back to the ribs, tuck the toes, engage the core. Then on this next inhale, press up, firm line of energy, Kumbhakasana, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Shift the gaze forward, bend the knees deeply, step or jump to the top of the mat, then fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise, hollow out the belly, palms reach out. Let's raise the vibration. Palms extend, lengthen. Exhale, lower the thumbs to the third eye and bow forward in service of your practice. Then lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms and step the left toes to the back of the mat and find the foundation. Rooting down through the left toes, maintain a solid vertical base. It is from this base we shall construct a myriad of cosmic expressions. Planting the left palm, contract, twist, then peel open to the right. Parivrita Ashta Chandrasana A. And on this next inhale, the right palm is going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to swing this palm like a Ferris wheel forward. Anjaneyasana, plant the left palm, step the right heel back and stack it. Side plank to the right. One more slow side body breath into the base. Exhale to soften the right palm back down to a plank position, firm line. Challenge here to draw in, drag in, sip in the longest, slowest, deepest inhale of this day. Then on the exhale, slow motion, either baby cobra or freeze at low plank chaturanga. Untucking the toes, pressing upward facing dog, legs active, knees hover. Exhale, downward facing dog. This set of actions is the vinyasa for this exercise. I offer many throughout this practice. Challenge yourself, accept them all, or skip them as necessary. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step, arrive to the top of the mat, then fold forward. Inhale to salute the sun, palms reach out this time. This time, interlace the thumbs, create resistance, locate the center. Draw the biceps back by the ears. Melt the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in slow, deep, full. And on the exhale, flurry forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back to low plank chaturanga dandasana. Then move through this vinyasa. One inhale, upward facing dog. For one exhale, downward facing dog. Let's check our dogs this evening by shortening the stance. Walk the palms toward the toes, far enough to make heel to earth contact like an inverted V. For the next 3 breaths, explore the space beneath the skin. Connect to the body mind. The body is the unconscious mind. Look, listen, feel. What does it speak to you? From this space, continue to walk the palms all the way to the back of the mat, folding forward as you squeeze the navel in, bending the knees deep, sink the hips, hover the palms, and on this inhale, extend the palms over the crown, Utkatasana chair. Exhale to sink and squeeze and breathe. We are compressing organs. We are activating metabolism. We are stimulating digestion. Then on this next exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Can you squeeze more firmly? Then breathe in. And exhale to fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, lower the palms and walk them forward back to your regular downward facing dog. Sun salutation B, tilt the hips back. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, three-legged down dog. First 3 breaths, press through the heel, rotate the forefoot toward the mat, lengthen, strengthen, sharpen. Next 2 breaths, bend the right knee, rotate the hip right over left, maintain equal pressure into the palms. Breathe in, extend the right heel, point the toes, engage. Exhale, draw the knee toward your nose, curl, shift forward, clench the core. Inhale to swing the right heel back to space. Exhale, draw the knee toward your nose, curl, shift forward, then step it forward, runner's lunge. Prepare the foundation, engage the center, then give rise. Crescent warrior. Each inhale expanding as prana floats. Each exhale revising the posture, settling the foundation, achieving buoyancy into the left leg, connected to the deep strength. The deepest strength, the ability to lift yourself. Then on this next inhale, reach even greater, squeeze more firmly. And on the exhale, W the arms, tilt the head back, extend the heart up. At the bottom of this breath, reach up, grow. And on the exhale, W the arms and lean back. One more just like this, reach up greater than before. And listen carefully on the exhale, we're gonna rotate the left heel down and open up into warrior 2. Hips open, right knee stays in a straight line over the forward facing toes. If for any reason the knee is tilted inward or off kilter, proper form is to take the right sit bone, draw it inward as it presses the left one away, then lunge forward, and you'll notice an invisible line of energy from the heel to the arch of the left foot. Rotate the front palm, reach up, peaceful warrior, side body stretch. On the exhale, we're going to cartwheel the palms down frame by frame. Left palm rotates with the left toes, runner's lunge. Step the right heel back, three-legged. As you descend halfway, chaturanga, then the toes follow and float you through this three-legged vinyasa. One breath for one action. Downward facing dog. DFD, side B. Yeah, you know me. Next inhale, extends the left heel high. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Second verse, same as the first. First 3 breaths, find your fullest expression. Next 2 breaths, bend the left knee, rotate the hip, left over right. Inhale to extend the left heel, point the toes, prepare. Exhale, knee to nose, curl. Inhale, swings the left heel back to space. Exhale, knee to nose, curl, shift forward, and step forward, runner's lunge. Prepare, engage, and then ascend. Ashtha Chandrasana. Stay fierce. Stay focused. Then on this next inhale, reach even greater, squeeze firm, and listen carefully on the exhale. We're going to part the wings, hinge the torso forward, flip the palms, then interlace the fingers. At the base of the spine, press the palms as you extend the fist past the tailbone, lifting the heart. Draw the shoulders back. Tilt the head back. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra, extending the index finger, wrapping the thumbs. Imagine there's a string pulling you up from the cosmos, from the heart. 2 more breaths. And then at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the bind. Circle the palms overhead, big breath. And on the exhale, open up into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down, vinyasa. Step back and flow with the movement back to downward facing dog. Friends, we're going to repeat this sequence again, this Sun B. This time one breath. This time one action. This time one breath per one action. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step or pounce to the top of the mat, then fold forward. Squeeze the navel in, bend the knees deep, sink the hips. Hover the palms. Then inhale to extend up, chair. Exhale to sink and squeeze. Then breathe in. Exhale to dive forward and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, vinyasa. Plant the palms, step or jump back and flow. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, three-legged. Exhale to step it forward. Runner's lunge, solid, firm ground. Inhale to lift off, crescent warrior. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, vinyasa. Cartwheel the palms down, flow with the movement. Next inhale, extends the left heel high. Exhale to step on through to the other side, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, Astra Chandrasana. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, Priparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, Vinyasa. Step back. Downward facing dog. Let's take a short break here, friends. Child's pose, Balasana. Seal the base of the thighs to the heels. Extend the palms forward. Give the third eye a rest or reach the palms behind you, left open to receive. Or come seated to heels like a thunderbolt. Take a sip of water. New friends, old. I speak each level in this space. Option to follow each cue carefully. Option to listen to it speaks to you. Option to tune this out and go with the flow. This practice belongs to you. If at any point throughout this exercise you find yourself chasing the breath, losing connection, proper form is to seek rest until you're ready to dive back in. Shift forward, please. Downward facing dog. From down dog, shift forward to a plank position, solid, firm breath. Breathe in. Exhale, slow motion, ground the heart, Sphinx. Walk the palms forward, spread the fingers apart. Forearms stay parallel, elbows an inch in front of the shoulders. Forefoot active, knees hover a little bit. And lift the heart. So we saluted the sun. We established foundation, but thou shall not pass the core. The core is the source of your physical power. So tuck the toes in. Engage the center mid. Then extend the hips up in a firm line form. Plank 60 of my counts beginning now. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Disengage. Whoo. Lower the chin to the mat. Ground the heart. And we're going to take this left palm inbound beneath the left shoulder, elbow to the ribs. Then extend the right palm distal from center and roll over to the right for another shoulder stretch. And from here, we're going to roll back over the heart. I'll draw the right palm inbound beneath the right shoulder, elbow in, and extend the left palm away from the center column and roll over to the left. And then from here, roll back over the heart, realign, draw both palms in, and we're going to take the palms to the base of the spine. Interlace the fingers, press the forefoot into the mat, then extend the fists over the tailbone, past the tailbone for this locust expression. Dare to breathe, hovering the forefoot. Option, stoke the Kali Mudra, extend the index finger, wrap the thumbs. One more inhale lifts you greater. And then exhale to carefully disengage. Retread the palms beneath the shoulder blades, elbows in. Press the hips up to the heels for Thunderbolt Vajrasana. An alternative rest to child's pose, seated on heels, cupping the palms, sit up straight. Shoulders back, core active always, ever, in here, out there, but especially out there and in here. From here, shift the hips over to either side and then extend the legs forward. Dandasana, staff. Sit up straight, shoulders back, distribute evenly along the base. All things deliberate, even seated, we distribute a sturdy base. Reach the palms forward, keep the arms plugged in, shoulders back. Then from here, we're going to hover the shins parallel to the floor and to the ceiling. Point the toes, shoulders back, neck long, look straight up, Navasana boat. Inhale. Exhale, lower to a hover, freeze without pinning the shoulders, without tapping the heels. Then breathe up and lift, high boat. Exhale, low boat, hover, freeze, chill, wait for it. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat, 3. There are 2 more. Here we flow, lift up, number 4. Exhale, lower to a simmer. Now, friends, on this last one, how many fibers can you activate? How slowly can you articulate this high boat expression? Breathe in. Exhale, lower to a hover for 10, 9, point the toes, 8, scissor kicks, 7, 6, or flying angels in the carpet, free falling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Disengage. Leave the palms along, leave the arms stretched out along the side body, palms face down. Press through the heels, big toes together to touch. Squeeze the center middle. Then on this next inhale, legs come up the wall pose. So practice a little inversion here, moving some fresh blood around from the lower to the upper. Stay here, or if you have an inversion shoulder stand in your practice, you may press up, reach for the base of the hips as you extend the legs north. Point the toes, distribute evenly along the base, which is elbows, triceps, shoulders. Neck stays long, stay here, or keep the core active. And you can revolve this into halasana plow by extending the toes over the brow. Compressing the throat chakra. And then when you are ready to disengage, carefully bend the knees to the ears, then unravel the spine one vertebra at a time. Left hand finds the heart, right hand belly, then just sway the knees to and from, reconnect. Next challenge, we're going to traction the palms to the base of the thighs, then begin to start rocking and rolling your frame up and down the length of the mat until one of three easy seats going to serve, or gain enough momentum to roll to equal standing, or cross the legs and roll through to chaturanga and take this vinyasa. All levels means choose your own adventure. Downward facing dog. And then from here, let's all step to the center of the mat. As we transition from segment to segment, we reestablish the base. So show a strong, sturdy mountain. Then from here, reverse swan dive, palms reach up. And then we're going to step the right toes back just far enough. Maintain strength, lengthen, breathe. And on the exhale, we're going to begin to hinge into warrior three, frame by frame. Moving into your capital expression, keep the biceps up by the ears, maintain distance from the fingertip all the way through the sole of the foot. And then when you reach your capital expression, take one more full breath in. And on the exhale, lower the fingertips to the earth for vertical splits. Keep the right heel raised. Each inhale lengthening through the vertebra. Each exhale deepening, aiming the forehead toward the shin. Stay here, or maybe a few of you want to plant the palms shoulder width distance apart. Then kick up. Two more breaths. And at the bottom of this breath, carefully step the right foot down and fold forward, sigh it out. Unravel the spine and come back up to standing. Side B. From mountain, reverse swan dive, palms soar up. And now step the left toes back just far enough, lengthen, strengthen. And on the exhale, begin to hinge forward into warrior three. One more full cycle of breath. And then carefully drop the fingertips to the earth, vertical splits. Only inhales, only exhales. Or kick up. 2 more breaths. And then at the bottom of this breath cycle, everyone step down and fold forward. Unravel the spine, come back up to standing. Then let's step back up to the top of the mat. Let's reverse swan dive and salute this sun one more time while it is still called today. Exhale to flurry forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower the palms, step back to down dog or take a vinyasa. Downward facing dog. All right, friends, main course of the daily bread. Here we flow, tilt the hips back. Then extend the right heel high, three-legged. Exhale to step it forward. Runner's lunge, solid, firm ground. Dial the left heel down, lining up the right heel to the arch of the left foot, as if you're gonna balance on a tightrope. Then crawl the left fingertips forward. How gracefully can you expand and fan, open, warrior two. 5 breaths, 5 points of light in this constellation. That is Virabhadrasana 2. Number 1 is a deep lunge in the right knee, toes forward. Number 2, a fully engaged left leg, lateral edge parallel, or a slight inner rotation of the hip. Number 3, shoulders and hips are squared. Number 4, a straight line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. Then number 5, crown elevated to its fullest expression, drishti flowing just past the right middle finger. On this inhale, reverse warrior, but stay, hold, freeze, breathe, deep lunge, inhale. Exhale to dial the palms to a 12 and 6 position, extended side angle. Option to rest the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee. Option to hover the forearm to the inside of the right ankle, extending this south paw to a 12 o'clock position. Noon or midnight matters less, unless you have an alternative expression, perhaps the 45-degree variation, or maybe even a bind behind the spine, or even bird of paradise. Side angle is the peak posture for this class, which means we're here for approximately 2 extra breaths. Birds and binds, you're in a time zone of your own. Side angles, extended side angles, 2 more breaths. 1 more breath within. Always stay for the breath without, because at the bottom of the exhale, we rotate the palms back up through warrior 2. Exhale, release. Then lengthen through this right leg, shift the hips back, keep the arms parallel. Setting up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Surf the upper half forward, then dial the palms back into a vertical line. Take up space. Imagine you're carrying a large canvas through a narrow corridor. Stay connected, and you'll be the observer, not the actor. At triangle, side angle, warrior 2, and reverse warrior all share an identical vertical base. 1 more breath. Then at the bottom of this breath, rotate the palms back up to a T and spin the heels over here to the left. For our 5 points of light, Uttita Tadasana, 5-pointed star. Both feet forward, lateral edges parallel. First 3 breaths, sparkle, shimmer, shine, take up space. When you do, your frequency increases, your esteem levitates. Then from here, seal the Gyan Mudra, index finger, thumbs, spread the wings wide, press the heart forward, squeeze the center middle, breathe deep. And on the exhale, a wide-legged forward bend, Prasarita Padottanasana. Flip the palms, interlace the fingers, then extend the palms north toward the crown. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra. Extending the index finger, wrapping the thumbs. Over time, perhaps experimenting heel toeing wide enough to make contact from the crown to this earth. Stay connected and perhaps even discover a speck of rest at the bottom of this position. 2 more breaths. Then at the bottom of this exhale, carefully release the bind, lowering both palms to the ground, connecting the thumbs in a straight line, stay low. Hover the palms an inch, then spread the wings a mile. Then on this inhale, we flare open to our 5 points of light. Twinkle, twinkle, woo! Breathe in. Then dial the right heel to the front of the mat, and without seam, step into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Side B. Extends the left heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step on through to the other side, Anjaneyasana. Dial the right heel down, lining up the left heel to the arch of the right foot as if you're going to balance on a paddleboard. Crawl the right fingertips forward and spiral open, warrior 2. 5 breaths, 5 opportunities. 5 inhalations expand you. 5 exhalations revise you. Where can you deepen, straighten, sharpen? Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay for the exhale. Maintain the deep lunge, 90 into the left knee. Breathe up, look north. And on the exhale, rotate the palms back to a vertical position, 12 and 6, extended side angle. Birds and vines do the things. Remember, friends, that the ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. 2 more breaths. 1. At the bottom of this exhale, rotate the palms back up through warrior 2. Spiritus exhale. Let it be known. And then lengthen through the left leg. Shift the hips back. Arms parallel for Trikonasana. Clothesline the upper half forward, then dial the palms back into a vertical line. Two more breaths. And at the end of this breath cycle, lift the palms back up to a T and spin the heels over here to the right. Back to our 5 points of light, friends. Left and right is sometimes different from me to you. Part of this I am mirroring because I have to be facing the camera. So heels in, toes out on this expression. Let's bring the palms together, happening in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, Skandasana, toward into the right leg. So bend into the right knee, rest the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee. Or you can anchor the elbow to the inside of the right ankle, pressing the palms, lengthening from the crown to the tail. Lift the left toes. Or you could take the right fingertips and pop them up and open up to the left for aesthetic. From here, palms press down, press back up, 5 points, twinkle, twinkle. Bring the hands back together, happening in tres, dos, uno. Breathe in. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Drop the elbow. Or add aesthetic. And from here, palms press down, press back up, 5 points, and raise the jazz. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, we're gonna drift the palms down to the thighs, sink low, look forward, breathe deep. And on the exhale, lower the left shoulder, gaze over right. Stay, breathe, and deepen. And then at the bottom of this exhale, return back to center, full deep body breath. Exhale, lower the right shoulder, gaze over left. And then at the bottom of this exhale, return back to center. Seal the Yan Mudra, these things right here. Then we're gonna lift on up to the toes on this inhale, taking up the most space of the day. And exhale, drop into goddess pose. Sink low, align the spine with the crown, be the burn. Option to take organic movements, swaying to the right, to the left. As long as you're connecting breath to movement, you're in that flow state. Squeeze the center middle. And on this next exhale, can you sink a little lower? Can you burn a little more brightly? And at the bottom of this breath, we flare back open to our 5 points of light. Whew. Return all 10 toes forward. Breathe in. Then rotate the left heel to the front of the mat. And without seam, step into warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, last vinyasa of class. Downward facing dog. All right, friends, it's already time to cool down. Tilt the hips back. Then extend the right heel high, three-legged, setting up for half pigeon. Exhale, draw the knee forward. Rest it behind the right wrist. As you drape the torso over the thigh. Extend the left leg behind you, toes untucked. Palms and elbows inbound, find the center. Press up, vertical pigeon. Glance over the left shoulder, straighten anything out. Then resting pigeon. Walk the palms forward to the forearms or extend them completely, giving the third eye a down. Three more breaths. And then when you are ready, you can carefully begin to reanimate this pigeon one feather, one quill at a time, retreading the palms back beneath the shoulders in a vertical line. Engage, tuck the left toes in, prepare. And then press up and extend the right heel back to space, three-legged down dog. Bend the right knee, rotate the hip right over left. Organic movements here, clockwise, counterclockwise, or otherwise if you have Wild Thing. In your practice, and want to flip your dog, hover the right palm, and then carefully turn the torso over to the left while extending the hips upward with the right palm reaching forward, facing up. Only inhales, only exhales. The left palm is your primary pillar of support. Know thyself. And then, and only when you're ready to rotate back over, how many fibers can you activate? How slowly, how much articulation can you express? Pressing through this extended side plank, through the heel, as you rotate over into a three-legged down dog on an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, or bonus logos vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Side B. Extends the left heel high, three-legged. For half pigeon, draw the knee forward behind the left wrist. Extend the right leg behind you. Palms and elbows inbound, find the center. Press up, vertical pigeon. Glance over the right shoulder to make any corrections. Then go to sleep. Three more breaths. Then, just as mindfully as you operated on its opposite side, begin to reanimate one strand by one by one. Replace the palms. Tuck the right toes. Then press up and extend the left heel back to space, three-legged. Bend the left knee, rotate the hip. Left over right, restorative action. Stay here. Or Kamatkarasana. Hover the left palm, then turn over. The right palm is where it is at. Now imagine you're at the bottom of the sea. How slow can you flow? How many ripples can you create? How much transformation can you ignite? Combining a single breath with one rotation. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, downward facing dog, or get that bonus logos. Downward facing dog. Shift the gaze forward. Step through to a seat. Legs come forward. Vindasana staff. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Core active. Connect the pinky fingers and the thumbs. Open the petals of this lotus. Then reach up and breathe in. Grab for your dharma. And on the exhale, a seated forward bend. Reaching for the ankles, the lateral edges of both feet, or take the big toes and flex yourself forward. Always bringing awareness back to the core. The more engagement you can squeeze the navel in, the deeper engagement you're going to get in your forward bend. And then from here, carefully disengage. Let's bend the left knee and draw the heel and the calf to the base of the left thigh. Real firm squeeze here. Then we're going to extend the left heel over the right thigh. Keep it snug against the center and lean to the right. Fold the right leg under. Reestablish the base. And take the left fingertips or palm and plant them at the base as you reach up and look up. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the left. Anchoring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Each inhale, lengthening through the vertebra. Each exhale, contracting and deepening. Two more breaths. And then when you are ready, you can begin to unwind, rotating back towards center, uncross the legs, extend them forward, give a shake if necessary. Side B, we bend the right knee and draw the heel and the calf to the base of the thigh. Easy squeeze. Then we're going to carefully extend the right heel over the left thigh. Lean to the left, establish the base. Then the right palm is going to plant at the base, reach up with the left palm, breathe in, squeeze the center mid, exhale, twist to the right. Two more. And then at the bottom of this exhale, rotate back towards center, uncrossing the legs, extend them forward. Sit up straight, hover the palms, and we're going to carefully, slow motion, make our way on to the shoulder blades. Bend the knees, walk the heels toward you, outstretch the palms, face down, longest finger should reach the heels, knees hip width distance apart. Setting up for bridge pose, which is set to Bandhasana first. By exhaling any remaining wind from the lungs. Then on this inhale, extend the hips upward, press the palms firm, or option to interlace the fingers, take the bind, press the palms, extend, tucking in one shoulder, and then it's opposite, the rising and sinking. If you still have the bind, be kind, rewind, and lower the spine. Okay, friends, we can practice bridge again, or if you are ready for relaxation, draw the soles of the feet together, draw the heels toward the root, left hand heart, right hand belly for Supta Baddha Konasana, which is reclined butterfly. Or if you have some fuel left in the tank and want to practice wheel, I'll cue for wheel, or take bridge again, or chill. All right, wheel goes like this. Feet back in the bridge position. So before we lift off or do anything, we'll first plant the palms to each side, beside each ear. Elbows come up, shoulder width distance apart. The main thing here is when we lift off, you want to avoid going heels in, toes out. That is the most common misalignment that I observe from the underinitiated. So exhale first, and then inhale to extend the hips up. And then you can lift the crown, option to reconnect the crown to the mat, or extend the arms completely and the hips up for wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Only inhales, only exhales. And then when you are ready, you can carefully tuck the chin and begin to lower the shoulders and the spine back down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. All right, draw the knees into the heart. Give yourself a firm squeeze for all of the logos and all of the order practice here on YouTube. Reaching across the shins for opposite elbows like a tiny little package. If you have happy baby and want to take in your practice, reach between the knees for the lateral edges of both feet, soles upward facing, body sinking, surrendering, dissipating, disappearing into the mat, to that long forgotten space free of care. This is the final posture with cues for this exercise. If there's something I didn't think of that you want to practice, go for it here. Otherwise, when you are ready, you may fan and expand, open into your final relaxation, extending the arms and legs the length of the mat, heels to the corners. Allow the toes to fall. Leave the palms open to receive, and the shoulders grounded so that the heart stays elevated. This is your corpse pose. Shavasana. Then as we complete the cycle for our practice, it begins again with this next inhale, the first inhale into the new Nowosphere, the space for life is only ever lived. Send this awareness throughout the body, energetic. Let this light illuminate the heart space as it outflows, then inflows, passing through the throat chakra. Send this awareness into the third eye, the pineal gland, seat of intuition. And then we can reanimate by reaching the palms beyond the crown for a long good morning stretch. Point the toes, lengthen, squeeze the core always. And then from here, bending into both knees, take the palms aligned, then roll over to the left side body, placing the palm by the brow. And then from here, pressing back up to an easy seat as we conclude this practice the same way we began. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and for the gift of your presence. Thank yourselves for stepping into radical action on this destinationless journey to become the greatest of all time at all the things only you can be. The kindest, wisest, most patient, most forgiving. There is no vibration that exceeds God's grace, most generous version of yourself. Take this energy, take this light into your evening. My name is Daniel. Good karma. Namaste.